Well, that is one championship match down. We still have 3 to go. And that, of course, is the first of several appearances by members of History in the Making. As here comes number 2. And a man who put on quite a showing last night in the Ryder Herring Memorial Cup.
That he did, and I thought we were going to see him in the finals. But you know what? One can't grieve forever. And I don't think Cappuccino's grieving at all today, considering the opportunity that lays in front of him.
I said last night, and we said this for a few of the competitors, it just wasn't your time. You put on tremendous display in the ring. It just wasn't your time. Well, maybe his time is tonight, because he's got a title opportunity coming out of this.
Yeah, but he made enemies with History in the Making. We know that they've been running roughshod over WFC since their formation. You really think that it's a good idea to tangle with them, especially with the opponent he has tonight?
I mean, when you hold all the singles gold, if you want to be a singles champion in WFC, you have to be willing to step up to the singles champions, even when they don't fight under single situations often. So, yeah, I think that Cap understands the risk that he's having to take here by challenging Wesley Crane, being given the opportunity to challenge Wesley Crane. And their fans, much like we did with Dan Weber, you see that left elbow still heavily taped up. That was a prominent factor last night in his matches, and I suspect, much like it was with Alex Royal, it will be a main focal point for Wesley Crane. As here comes one of the most demented individuals that WFC has on his roster.
I think one could say it is the most demented individual.
Well, we got Zacharias Zeus now, so...
Well, there's no. Demented and absolutely crazy are two different things.
Okay.
Demented comes with thought. Demented is deliberate. That is what Wesley Crane has been for almost his entire career.
And you see Wes carrying the Hometown Heroes Championship, wearing the This Is Wrestling Championship, our sister company.
Double champion?
Yep. Yes, indeed. Wes very proud of the fact that he has ascended to championship territory in two companies, basically at the same time.
What do you mean basically? That's true. It's at the same time.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the same match. That's why I say.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's the same match. Same time just means at simultaneously. Burnham, why am I teaching you today? Nevertheless, this should be a very interesting contest. Cappuccino, we know, can live up to Wesley Crane's athleticism, but can he...
Your next contest this evening is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WFC Hometown Heroes Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. He hails from Coffeyville, Kansas. He is Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones. And introducing now his opponent. He hails from Little Rock, Arkansas. He is your reigning and defending WFC Hometown Heroes Champion, Wesley Crane!
Well, I think we can tell who the crowd is solidly behind.
Yeah, there's no question about that. They were cheering for Cap before he even came through the curtain. And once again, referee Kenny Silva going to hold up the Hometown Heroes Championship after giving Cappuccino the opportunity to look at it. This is what this match is all about.
of saying Wesley's whacked?
I think so.
I believe that would be Wesley's whacked because he is off of his rocker.
Well, okay.
But again, I want to preface this with, it's not like a man who's just absolutely crazy for no reason or without intent.
Oh, all right. So let's get the what? How? Oh, I remember. And let's. How amusing is this? Amusing. That's the wrong word. How ironic is this? Last night, who did that? Tommy Dean, right?
Well,
and we know the feelings, the relationship for sure between Tommy Dean and Wesley Crane, which is no longer really a relationship. But I guess both of them approaching Cappuccino Jones in the same way. As
and look
Wes,
at that. Right to it, right to that arm.
And this is something that's often overlooked with Wesley Crane. He has a strong technical background. He can be a very solid in-ring competitor when he chooses to be.
Yeah.
He just doesn't choose to be most of the time.
Well, you say he doesn't choose to be. I don't think that's the case at all. He doesn't choose to be that way. He's just that way. His method is ongoing every single day. So it's not that it's him choosing. He just has never turned it off.
Cappuccino now with the side headlock as Wesley trying to pick him up. Never mind, shoves him off. Shoulder tackle, down goes.
Oh, yeah.
Crane.
I don't know how smart that was of Cap.
And good underneath there. Shoves Crane off and up and over.
Oh, wow.
That was close. Another one. And Wes holding on.
Oh, yeah.
As Cap goes up for the drop kick.
Cap got a little too comfortable with what he was doing there, and Crane knew what he was going to anticipate, so he blocked the shot. But he couldn't block that one though.
So I want to address a certain situation which occurred to me after we went off the air last night. We saw Riley Grin win the Ryder Herring Cup, which guarantees you a Hometown Heroes championship opportunity.
Right.
We know now that Riley Green is a member of History in the Making.
Right.
That 99.9% certainty he's not going to try to challenge Wesley Crane for that championship.
Right.
But let's say Cappuccino Jones defeats Wesley Crane.
Okay.
Does Riley Green come out, immediately cash in, and try to bring that title back into the fold of History in the Making? Is that the plan? Was that the plan all along?
Well,
for Riley to be the backup?
I mean, I think the obvious answer would be absolutely. That would be the strategy that they would have copped up. But that's also just assuming that Wesley Crane is going to lose this. But you know what? It's quite fitting that this weekend, you always got to remember that people have to have a plan B in mind. And right now, that might be just the plan in case of emergencies. But right now, Crane is in well form right now.
Yeah, we've seen Wesley Crane do this. Well, maybe not this specific bit, but we've seen him plant people in the chairs outside. Usually he goes running around the ring in order to deliver a big boot, and that might still be in the future. But at this particular moment, Crane rolling Cappuccino in. Hooks the leg. That was 2 8/10.
Yeah, that was Cap literally. I don't think you could get any more last second than you did there.
And now Crane going to work on that left arm. That injured left arm and elbow. Seizing on it. Stomping on it.
Very, very methodical, and that is what Crane has always been.
Actually, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I just noticed, not only is it the elbow, which was clearly wrapped up, but notice compression tape up the shoulder as well. That arm may be much more damaged than I realized coming into this match.
Very much so, and you know, I've said before, I think highly of Cappuccino. I question sometimes his thoughts or maybe his decisions, but flying crossbody!
Crossbody, could this be it? Are we looking at a new champion? Not yet.
But this is one of those times that I really do think he's bitten off just a little bit more than he can chew, and he's still young. So I don't understand why he would want to make enemies with History in the Making, because this is what he'll have to deal with. Wesley Crane is just the tip of an iceberg.
I think Cappuccino Jones is a man who's always stood on his own 2 feet. He's never been one to to follow too much. There was that oh my God! Straight under the chin. Crane, what is Alex Royal just tootling
Oh, my Lord.
Brainbuster, whatever the case, Cappuccino.
I think that was he hit the variation of a decaffeinator. I don't know how much he got.
That's not it! Oh! How in the world? How in the world was that not 3?
I think that's exactly what happened is we saw Cappuccino hit his move, the decaffeinator, but he could not hit enough of it to keep Crane down. Crane's still alive and still champion.
Somehow, but he's really slow to get to his feet, and that may be a big disadvantage for him right now. Is Cap going to go to work? Hoisting Crane up to that second rope. And a straight right hand allowing Cap to come up face to face with him. Gonna look like he's gonna go for a superplex here.
Oh, he certainly is. Guys, we don't have a whole lot of clearance for roof space.
You don't. I know that both of these men really love to fly.
Yeah, they do. He's fighting him.
Crane with a desperation move, or
Stop to the arm.
yeah, the injured arm. Double stomp, which is a massive finisher for Wesley Crane. This time utilized just to provide significant injury. But Cap,
wait a minute.
Pull it through. Cap gonna go for the sharpshooter.
And he got it.
He does. Cap sitting down on it. It's in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but Crane's fighting. Crane is fighting for it.
He's trying to get to that rope.
And the farther Cap sits down, the more difficult it is for Crane to move.
Look at that. Good move by Cap, positioning himself between the rope, forcing Crane to have to go even further as he's grabbing the referee's leg.
He's climbing the referee, actually. But, look how smart. Look at how smart Crane was to utilize the official. Well, you mess with the Crane, you might earn your wings. And I'm not talking about a bird
Your winner, and still Hometown Heroes Champion, Wesley Crane!
Everyone in this building was sure that Cappuccino Jones was just a tap away from becoming the new Hometown Heroes Champion. And Wesley Crane, as often is the case, he went in the direction that no one expected. I'm sure that referee Kenny Silva's wife was a little bit concerned right there as Crane yanking on the pants of the referee to give the distraction, get himself close to the ropes, and allow him to do what he had to do in order to retain the Hometown Heroes Championship.
And still